Hello, this is Bill Bryson with BWCAcast.com. We're out here on another trip into the Boundary Waters. We're hiking down the 480 rod portage that starts off into the Stewart River. Boy, it's quite a hike, but the portage route, the trail is just really pretty. Nice forest on the other side of the trail and a little bit of hill action, so can keep your mind on a ever-changing landscape. But a beautiful day out today. We're heading into the Stewart River. Our plan is to paddle on north into Stewart Lake, and from there either head west into Boulder Bay or east into Iron Lake. We haven't decided yet. I guess we'll assess that when we get out there. But we're really excited. We're just gonna have a great trip, just going for a few days and hopefully do some fishing up at Fish Stake Narrows up on Lac La Croix. We're on the second portage on the Stewart River. The first one is that 480 that goes right from the car park to the Stewart River. We're on the second one. It's an 85 rod portage, and it's really looks like a really pretty portage run so far. Definitely the woods through here is very interior. It's got the spruce and the really thick, deep moss. Remember as a kid, growing up, we'd go, up in Alaska, very similar terrain. When we'd go camping, I remember setting up our tent on top of some of that moss, and man, you didn't have a more comfortable bed anywhere. It's about 4 or 5 inches of just beautiful cushion to sleep on. It was really nice. I noticed a lot of that around here. It reminds me of that quite a bit. And we just ran into a couple of folks that were on their way out. I sure like knowing that I've got the 480 behind me instead of in front of me like they do, but that's how it goes. I should be about halfway down here. I'm gonna flip the camera back around, show you some more what the trail looks like, and we should be back on the water shortly. We're paddling along the Stewart River right now, and we just stopped for a little bit of trail mix. The stuff that we built so far, well, the stuff we built for this trip, I guess, is it's got cashews, peanut butter M&Ms, raisins, craisins, peanuts, almonds. Yeah, I think that's about it. So it's pretty tasty stuff. We've got a little bit further to go here, and we're going to have about a 85 rod portage. No, 75 rod portage, right? 74 rod portage. And then we're going to keep on going. We've got about 4 portages, and that should dump us into Stuart Lake. So it's still just beautiful out, nice blue sky, and the water's calm. We've got just enough of a breeze to keep the bugs off and to cool us off while we're paddling, so it doesn't really get much better than this for paddling weather. We're really having a great time, and we're going to keep on going down the river here and see if we can see some nice wildlife on the sides of the river. We're paddling along the edge of the Stewart River here, and we noticed this huge rock kind of hill off to the side of the river, and I just had to climb up here to kind of give you an overview of what the Stewart River looks like from above a little bit. Just this river snaking through the grassy marsh area, and it's really wide how far out the marsh goes on either side, but it's a really pretty spot up here. You can kind of look off into the distance and see just kind of where you're going and where you came from. It's just a great spot. We did come across a whole bunch of blueberry bushes up here, which is really cool. A lot of them were looking pretty ripe, and looks like it's going to be a good year for picking berries if you're out and about in the wilderness. Hey, I just came across this here in the forest, and we got a little mushroom over here. But what I noticed was these little pieces of pine cone here, and I just heard a red squirrel chattering at us off in the distance. And this is what they like to do. They like to come up on top of a little mound here, and they go through and pick apart these pine cones. And you'll know where they kind of like to hang out, because you'll find a big pile of the shells here left over. But it's kind of one of those things you can look for when you're out walking through the woods.